Hello, welcome back to another Red, as in R-E-D, Friday. Red, remember, everyone deploy. So my name's Eric. You're watching another live broadcast. Matter of fact, not only for our Google Hangout watchers, but we are officially streaming live to Facebook today. First time ever. Excited about that. Today we are talking about FICO scores, specifically the question that we are asked all of the time, almost on a daily basis: what in the world is a FICO score? Or what is my FICO score? So let's talk first about this acronym right here, FICO. FICO stands for Fair Isaac Company. Okay, now Fair Isaac Company officially changed their name, I think it was about a year or two ago, to FICO. So that's actually a company. When we talk about someone's FICO scores, we are talking about credit scores, okay? So today, we're going to talk about credit scores, sometimes referred to as FICO scores. Now, there are three bureaus that produce FICO scores or credit scores: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And what happens is Fair Isaac Company, or FICO, is a company that specializes in something called predictive analytics. Now, that might sound fancy, but essentially, here's what it means. They go through a bunch of mathematical equations and algorithms, and they have all these different formulas that they basically say, this person here is less likely to be able to handle a credit card. Or this person over here, if you lend him money, he will pay you back on time, every time. So the more creditworthy you are, the higher your FICO score, and the less creditworthy you are, the lower your FICO score. Now you'll see here, there's a range. The absolute lowest you can go would be a 300 score. The highest you can go is an 850 score. Let's talk about this ability for the Fair Isaac Company, or FICO, to predict or forecast what someone's going to do. I don't know about you guys, but I like to go to TripAdvisor before I'm going to book a hotel, before I'm going to try out a new restaurant. I'm going to go to Yelp. What do I like about TripAdvisor and Yelp? What other people's experiences have been at those locations. And you'll notice if you've ever gone to TripAdvisor or Yelp, there's like a rating system or a star system. A restaurant that has like a 1 star. I probably have, but generally speaking, if you see 1 star on Yelp, you might not want to go to that restaurant. It's not always true, but bear with me here. TripAdvisor. I'm going to go book a hotel and I see that there's a 5-star review. That's pretty good. Now, this is different than your FICO or credit score, because Yelp and TripAdvisor, along with many other websites out there, they are letting other individuals who have gone to restaurants or hotels or different locations go in and rate that company. That's not what we're talking about here. No one over here is just coming in and rating you. What happens is each time you get a credit card, each time you get an auto loan, each time you get a mortgage, way back, now this is going to show my age. Some of the viewers are already going to get this, but I was a member of Columbia House and BMG. These were companies where you could get cassette tapes mailed to you every single month, but you had to pay a fee every month to get them. Well, I didn't realize that when I turned 18, I never had a credit card, but I had a credit history. I had a FICO score, and I couldn't figure out how in the world that was. Well, BMG and Columbia House were reporting my payment frequency and whether or not I was on time or behind to these credit bureaus like Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Lenders, credit card companies, some cities, utility companies, your cell phone bill, every time you have to make a payment to somebody. And how do we make payments to people? Generally, it's because we borrow money from them, they give us something in return, and then we pay them back. Here is the simple answer on how to maintain a high FICO score. Pay your bills on time. Don't get yourself in so much debt that you have a very high ratio of available credit to balances. So if you go out and get a $5,000 credit card and you're carrying a $5,000 balance on it every single month, that can hurt your score. Now, I'm not going to go into all sorts of detail today on what you can do to improve your FICO score if it's suffering. and what sort of things will lower your FICO score. So I've given you a couple of examples right now. We will do that in more detail at another time. But what I do want you to know is, here at low VA rates, our military homeowners and our home buyers, we do not have a minimum FICO score requirement. Now, are we going to give a home loan to somebody with a 300 score? Probably not. I'm going to be honest with you. But there are a lot of companies out there, a lot of our competitors, most of them, if you drop below a 620, they won't even talk to you. At least they won't give you a loan. They might talk to you and tell you all the stuff that you need to do before you can get your home. We don't do that. A 620 is a great score in our mind, and there are veterans that have had to leave their families behind during deployment. Perhaps you've come back with some PTSD or other situations that have caused your credit to perhaps suffer. We take that into consideration. We will not deny a loan for any veteran based on FICO score alone. We will look at it, but we do not have any written rule that states what your minimum FICO score needs to be. So please, if you've been turned down before, or you just feel kind of beat up a little bit, like your scores just aren't good enough, our number's right there on the screen. You can also visit us online at lowvarates.com. We would love to help you out. Can help you improve those scores, even though they are not that necessary for your VA loan with us. By getting your scores up, it's going to lower the interest rate on your credit cards. It will make getting a car loan that much easier for you. As a matter of fact, for those students out there who are using their GI Bill to go to college, you can even get better rates on your education loans or your college loans if you can get those FICO scores up. We appreciate the service. We wear red on Fridays in support and remembrance of everyone deployed. Please visit us online and come back next week for another live streaming information on whatever it is you want to learn about.